what is care management?
Yeah, I love talking about care management because it's one of the best things our state has done for folks with IDD in a long, long time. The official term is tailored care management because it comes out of that tailored plan. Again, the tailored plan in the LME building doesn't launch until July 1st. But a piece of that tailored care management actually began in December of 2022. So we've been doing care management in this state for, I think that's 16 months now. Mm-hmm. And each of the 4 LMEs we've talked about provides tailored care management. I'm going to call it just care management for short, because most people relate to it as that, and that tailored word can become confusing for folks. So all the LMEs provide care management, but they're also contracting it out to care management agencies. The ARC, for instance, is a care management agency, and advanced medical homes, which are typically physicians' practices, fairly large practices that are already trying to help people navigate the system. They may have a social worker on staff, for instance, who's doing this work. So care management is a broad service, and it is an optional service. Now, if you have IDD and you're receiving services through an LME, you are likely eligible for care management. Just right off the bat, you don't have to choose it. You do have to choose your provider. You have a choice. Do you want to get your care management from the LME, or do you want to get your care management from one of those advanced medical homes or one of those care management agencies in the community? There are over 70 community-based providers across the state providing care management. You can also opt out. You don't have to receive care management. So you're not obligated. It's not mandatory to receive care management. We think it's a really good idea for most people. Right. If you have the innovations waiver, it's a really good idea because you have a lot of stuff that needs to be coordinated, and that's what the care manager will do for you. However, for the innovations waiver, you can opt out still and just receive the typical care coordination that you've been receiving from the LME. So there's some different choices to make there. What you want to think about is, what would care management do for me? I know a lot of families spend a lot of time coordinating services for their family member, whether it's a son, daughter, sister, brother, someone they're caring for. It's a lot of work. I often say in North Carolina, we make this system as complicated as we can. and that's not by design. But it's become that way. Yeah. And to have someone who can help you navigate all that and coordinate everything in your life, that's what a care manager would do. Care managers can coordinate your community-based services and integrate those with your medical services. So if you have medical needs, they're talking to medical staff in your life as well. They're making all that stuff work together. If you're in school and you need IEP assistance, they're talking with schools and they're helping you with IEP planning. If you are getting supported employment from Voc Rehab, they're talking with Voc Rehab and integrating all that into your plan. Ultimately, they're going to do a huge, complete assessment of your whole life so they understand all your needs. They're going to do a big care management plan, integrate all those people in your life, providers of all different sorts, family, friends, whoever you choose to have in that, integrate all that into a plan of care for you, which kind of guides all of your services and how they work together. It is an incredible opportunity for a lot of people who really need this service in their life. Care managers can also, and do often, all day long, connect people to community-based resources. So if folks need food, if folks need housing, if they need transportation, medical transportation, if they're in unsafe environments, there are so many things that care managers help with on a day-to-day basis that help improve just health in general, but quality of life altogether. There are amazing success stories that's happening in care management right now. and only 16 months in. It's a service that is still growing. It's a service that people don't know a lot about, don't understand a lot about. We've got some videos on our website trying to help people understand kind of family to family, what does this mean in my daily life, and how would this look? Really encourage people to explore the opportunity of care management. It can do so much for individuals and families and really lift that load off of them that they've been carrying for years, because we all know there's been no one in the system to help families coordinate this chaotic system out there that we have. I mean, Matt, you just think about, you have to go to DSS to apply for Medicaid. You have to go to Social Security to apply for SSI or SSDI. You have to work with the LME to get your services. If you've got a care manager, they're helping you navigate all of that. All the disjointed sections of our system, they can pull it together for you. We often talk about the care manager being the quarterback of the football team, right? Running the plays, getting it down the field, making progress. So encourage everybody to look into care management and consider that, and look at your options for providers out there. They are everywhere, and it's evolving. It's evolving. It's still in its adolescent stages as a service, but I think it will be huge foundational service for this system for most people.